Before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is a great way to buy Rocket League items and credits on any platform at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. Make sure to go and check out their website using the top link in the description and use code TXC to get yourself 3% off your order. I'm giving away a white octane every 1,000 subscribers on the channel. All you have to do to enter is drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and then finally head over to the Discord using the link in the description down below. As soon as the channel hits 24,000 subscribers, I'll be starting a brand new white octane giveaway, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Good luck to everyone that enters. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video in episode 2 of trading from nothing all the way up to the white octane. If you haven't already, then please do go and check out the first episode because it was genuinely insane. It's the best start to a nothing to something I've ever seen. As always, thank you for the insane support on the channel recently. Let's try and go for 200 likes on this video, and let's get into the first trade of episode 2 of trading from nothing to white octane. Okay, so heading into the first trade of episode 2, if you haven't already, make sure to go and check out the first episode of Nothing to White Octane because we had the best start to a nothing to something I've literally ever seen. We made a ton of profit. We're already over 2,000 credits, and it's literally just the first episode, which is crazy. I'm picking up a Sky Blue Octane for 150 credits below its minimum value. Usually I underpay 100 credits for painted octanes, but the Sky Blue one is a little bit harder to sell than any other painted octane, so I'm underpaying by a little bit more because it will probably take a little bit longer to sell, but in the long run I'll be getting more profit, and I'm going to be trying to sell it for its minimum value, just because, like I said, it's a little bit harder to sell than the other painted octanes. But I also do manage to get that Crimson Interstellar gun. We bought it in the last episode for just 800 credits, and we're selling on here for 1,000, so that's going to be 200 credits profit, which is still a massive amount of credits considering we're only on episode 2. My goal is to get around 3.5 to 4,000 credits in this episode, make around 2k per episode, and that should mean that we're getting the white octane in literally just 4 episodes, which is crazy. I know it's really cheap right now, but still, we are making a massive amount of progress every single episode, and I wasn't really able to sell the Sky Blue Octane here, so I went back to buying items into the inventory, and I believe the item we're going to be picking up is another Black OEM. This item has been really good for making profit already. I did this exact trade in the first episode, buying Black OEM for 900, and then later I was able to flip it for 1.1k, so hopefully I should be able to do the same thing with this Black OEM here, and theoretically get around 200 credits profit. Both Black OEM and Blackstone have been really good for making profit, both in the Alpha Cap series and in this series already. I haven't really bought any Blackstones, but I know they're really good for making profit. I can usually buy them for around 600 to 700 credits and resell them for 800. I also do get the Sky Blue Octane sold. Like I mentioned, I didn't get anything more than that minimum value of 1,000 credits, but still I did make 150 credits profit on this item, which is really good. And if you did watch a lot of my Alpha Cap episodes, some of you might not have, you might have been new to the channel from this White Octane series, but if you did watch my Alpha Cap series, you'd know that I'm trying to make around 100 credits profit per item, which I'm definitely doing at the moment. I'm actually making around 150 to 200 credits profit on average per item, which is so good. We're making a ton of progress already. The inventory is about 2.4k, I'd say, which is really good, and usually it's really hard to start a nothing to something off, but we were able to get around 1,000 credits really quickly, and then that's what has allowed me to make so much profit in such a short time. And I'm not even putting that many hours into trading, probably about 1 or 2 hours a day, and I've probably done about 3 or 4 days of trading right now, so about 4 to 6 hours I'd say has gone into the inventory at this stage, and we're around 2.5k credits, which I mentioned. And I also did just pick up a painted standard. It was a grey standard, which isn't the easiest one to sell, but I did underpay 150 credits, so if I just keep on listing that up on RL Garage, RL Trading Post, and also the Xbox or Looking for Group section, I'll be able to get it sold pretty quickly and get 150 credits profit. Also selling the Black OEM, which we originally bought for 900 for 1.1k, that is another 200 credits profit off of the Black OEM, which is so good for making profit right now. You guys don't even understand. A couple months ago it was really hard to sell, but right now I can sell it within about 10 minutes, especially by using RL Garage. I found it's so easy to sell the Black OEM, so if you can pick it up for anything below its minimum value, basically guaranteed to make profit. And while this might be a little bit boring for content, just me buying and selling Black OEMs, they are, like I've mentioned so many times, really good for making profit. I wasn't able to underpay as much as the last two, but I still did underpay by 150 credits. And as I've mentioned, they're so easy to sell on. So again, I'll be able to get that sold for 1.1k, no problem whatsoever, and take another 150 credits profit. And yeah, as you can see, I've sold it straight away. I was trying to sell both the standard and the Black OEM at the same time, but the Black OEM has a little bit more demand right now, so I was able able to get that sold for another 1.1k and take another 150 credits profit. Right now, the inventory is worth around 2,750 credits, and if you guys want some more tips on trading, I'll let you know right now, RL Garage has been so good for making profit already. I've got a bunch of trades up on RL Garage searching for particular items such as painted Fenix, painted Octanes, painted Standards, Black OEM as well. I'm always looking to buy Black OEM through RL Garage, but I've just got a bunch of posts up searching for items. I don't really have to update them that often, but you can bump them every 15 minutes, which I sort of make sure to do. I do forget about it every once in a while, but I try and bump them as often as possible, and then people just message me saying, oh, I've got this item, I pick it up from them, I relist it on RL Garage, selling it for its minimum value, make a ton of profit, really easy. And I also got that grey standard, again, sold through RL Garage. It's been so good recently, but yeah, I made another 150 credits profit on that item. We have pure credits right now, and of course I'm going to go back to buying items. But here I am going to be picking up the first Black Stern of the entire series, 150 credits below its minimum value. Whilst it has less of a demand than the Black OEM, it's a lot cheaper, so it's harder to underpay by so much on. But still picking it up 150 credits below its minimum value. Again, I'll be able to get that sold, no problem, for its minimum value and take another 150 credits profit home. Right now, the inventory is worth 2.9k, creeping up on that 3,000 credit mark, which is so good for episode 2. Right now, I feel like I should be around 1.5 or 2,000 credits, but nonetheless, we've made so much progress, and unsurprisingly, I go back to buying another Black OEM, paying 150 credits below its minimum value. Unfortunately, not as much as the ones that we bought at the start of the episode, but still 150 credits below its minimum value. Massive demand right now, and I will be able to get that sold for its minimum value. And I can't lie, I was so surprised looking back on these trades how many Black OEMs I've actually been buying and selling. When I've been trading, I didn't realize how many I was buying and selling, but I've made a ton of profit on them, so I can't really complain. But it is a little bit boring for content, so I will try and switch up the trades in the future and try and show you some different items that you can make profit with as well, such as the Crimson Octane. 150 credits below its minimum value. I'm underpaying basically 150 credits for everything right now, but this doesn't have as much demand as the cheaper Octanes, just like the Sky Blue one. So yeah, picking up 150 credits below its minimum value, just selling it for its minimum value. With the cheaper Octanes such as grey, orange, cobalt, purple, I can't think of any more paints right now, but those ones you'll always be able to sell for their middle value. They have more of a demand because they're a little bit cheaper, more people can afford them, I guess, but the more expensive ones are a little bit harder to sell. Again, to sell all of my items here, I'm just listing them up on RL Garage, RL Trading Post, and then also I'm listing them up on Xbox Looking for Group Post. Xbox Looking for Group Post is really good. It's a really good community. It is only on Xbox, but I'm usually listing up about 1 or 2 items per post, and I'm refreshing it about every 3 or 4 minutes just because there's a lot more active people on the feed, and you want to bump your trades a little bit more often than trading apps such as RL Garage or RL Trading Post. But it's so good for making profit, and also this trade was really good, picking up 2 items in one trade, which is good, but I'm also paying 100 credits below their minimum value each. And also, painted zombies have such a high demand, I should be able to sell both of these for their middle value, so getting around 150 credits profit per item. That should be 300 credits profit from that trade once I do get all of those painted zombies sold. And as my inventory is a little bit bigger right now, I can afford to have more items in my inventory and therefore get trades quicker, just because with more items I have a higher chance of somebody being interested in one of the items that I've actually got. But I managed to sell on the Black Stern for 800 credits. That is going to be its minimum value. I know I said the Black OEM and Black Stern have quite high demand, but still you can't really get anything more than their minimum value. But I'm not complaining, we still made a ton of profit. If I do manage to sell both of these zombies for their middle value, then the inventory is currently worth 3.5k, which is so good. We're already basically halfway to the White Octane, so we should hopefully complete this in about 4 episodes, which is a very small series, but I'm really good at trading right now. What can I say? As always, thank you for watching to the end of the video. Let's go for 200 likes on this episode. Make sure to check out the first episode if you haven't already, as it would really be appreciated. Join the Discord, subscribe, notifications, all that good stuff. It would be really, really appreciated. Comment White Octane if you made it this far into the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.